Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In your top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. The man who was charged with 6 separate crimes, including 2 fatal shootings last week, has been denied bail.
At this point in time, I do find that the proof is evident and the presumption is great. I am going to hold Mr. Carrillo without bail on this case.
California man John Anthony Carrillo faces several felony charges, including robbery, murder, and more. According to police records, the series of crimes started on June 29th, and police said earlier today Carrillo has been connected to a 3rd homicide. Over in the town of Enterprise, you may have noticed a huge oil spill last month. Las Vegas police detectives say they've now determined the oil was leaking out of a tampered rail car on Ken's Court. Surveillance video shows 3 men going underneath the rail car. The vehicle they arrived in is described as a black and blue Razor. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers. In other news, a prominent figure in Las Vegas media industry and a former colleague of ours at the Review-Journal has passed away. She was 52 years old. Review-Journal's Renee Semrauer has more on Blue Ash. Renee?
Jen, Blue Ash died Thursday from complications of lung cancer, according to her family. She was 52, a Las Vegas native, and a UNLV graduate. Ash was most recently Director of Corporate Partnerships and Sponsorships at the Smith Center. During her time at the Review-Journal, her roles included publishing Luxury Las Vegas magazine. Her career also included stops at Nifty Nickel, Channel 8, and Greenspun Media Group. In a statement, Review-Journal managing editor Anastasia Hendricks said, quote, "Blue's passion for her work was palpable, and she truly loved everything about Las Vegas, especially the people who made it such a fun, creative place to live. She had endless energy in every corner of the city and will be missed." A celebration of life will be held at a future date. Flowers and donations may be made to Nathan Adelson Hospice or the Animal Foundation. Jen?
Now to your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. A reminder, the vaccine raffle is coming up tomorrow on Thursday. As we've told you, this week's top prize is $250,000. Governor Sisolak will announce the winners at CSN's North Las Vegas campus. And the state's main COVID metrics have been trending up since June, but it looks like Clark County metrics remained steady on Wednesday. Our 2-week positivity rate is at 8.7%. We also added 347 new cases, bringing the local cumulative total to more than 260,000. And we've told you about the excessive heat warning here in the Valley. Besides watching out for signs of heat exhaustion, also look out for hot pavements.
If it's already 95 degrees outside, then the asphalt itself can already be up to 150 degrees. And so if you're walking around barefoot, you're more likely to burn your feet and to severe extremes of having 3rd-degree burns. And so you have to be vigilant.
The heat warning lasts until Monday night. Now to your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour's here for you. We're staying in the 90s tonight. Expect some humidity and very slight breezes. As for the latter half of the week, temps are rising, starting at 114 degrees and peaking at 118 on Saturday. Sunday has some clouds rolling in with a chance of rain to look out for, bringing some cooler temps as well. Whew, and those are some sweat-inducing temperatures. Here's a list of cooling stations where you can get a water break and rest in an air-conditioned space while you're out and about. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Post-pandemic, we're seeing lots of I do's. Clark County is reporting the number of marriage licenses and marriages filed is up. Overall, the whole wedding business is booming, whether it's getting married for the first time or renewing your vows. Like this couple from New York who made the cross-country trip to renew theirs after 30 years of marriage. Plus, it's usually a quiet stretch of Las Vegas Boulevard, but now a bit noisier as a major apartment complex is under construction. Arvia is a 754-unit project, which is set to feature 75,000 square feet of retail, restaurant, and office space. Experts say apartment developers were on a roll even amid the pandemic. And more recently, they're seeing rising prices and less vacancies in Las Vegas's rental market.
Here's your sports update. The Oakland Athletics front office will return to Las Vegas this week for a third visit to speak with local officials on the possibility of relocating to Southern Nevada.
They came here initially last time to narrow down their sites. They ended up ballooning up to about 20. They're looking to cut that down again, but Dave Cavall said, "Hey, don't quote me on that," because he said last time we tried to do that and they added some. So they're going to revisit some. In the first visit, had Henderson officials, Clark County officials, City of Las Vegas. They met with the mayor. He also met with casino owner Derek Stevens, which he was super bullish about. Maybe the A's coming here. So Cavall was really impressed with some of the partnerships they can strike up with some of the casino owners. They met with several of them. They'll be here trying to, narrow some spots down. They said there's still several visits to come.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoky and Cigar Shop. Daniel Berger is the 12-1 favorite at the Westgate for the PGA Tour's John Deere Classic, which starts Thursday and serves as the final tune-up for next week's British Open. Brian Harmon is next at 14-1, followed by Russell Henley and Sunjay Im at 20-1.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. We have 4 big performers coming together for After Party, the ultimate Las Vegas experience. It's Joey Fatone of NSYNC, AJ McLean and Nick Carter of Backstreet Boys, and Juana Morris of Boyz II Men at the Sands Showroom at the Venetian for a Rat Pack kind of scene. The Review-Journal is owned by the family of Dr. Miriam Adelson, the majority shareholder of Las Vegas Sands Corporation. Las Vegas Sands operates the Venetian. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Oakmont of Las Vegas, assisted living and memory care. The best care for the best life. For some, their favorite part about watching sports is chowing down on some comfort food. As for what's shaking at Allegiant Stadium, Holsteins shakes and buns. Check out these mouth-watering burritos and cheeseburgers.
Right now we're showcasing our gold standard. It's a dry-aged patty. It's got cheddar cheese, tomato confit, chive aioli, and smoked bacon on top. There's so many local venues here, you know what I mean? We're all about awesome food, good people, and having a good time.
Holstein's Shakes and Buns might sound familiar because it's also a longtime restaurant at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7. Sleep tight.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.